Heckman.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Hillsdale. What a great day. Thank you for letting me be here. Thank you for giving me just a few minutes to talk about my heart. I know many of you saw you in Branch County. We'll be coming back to Lenawee County, I think, next week to your 912 group. Looking forward to that. We've been going on this campaign since March and just having a great time. Again, you gave us our background. I'm a Navy veteran, and I know we have other veterans here as well. But why am I running for this office? Well, America, as we know, is in trouble in a huge way. We have $14.6 trillion in debt that grows by $4 billion every day. Every dollar that Washington spends, we borrow 42 cents, much of it from foreign countries, much of that from China. We are in perilous times as a nation. If we continue to do this, we have only a handful of years before we go over the cliff on the other side. And as a father, as a grandfather now of 21 kids, grandkids, and as someone who served our country and someone who loves this country, we've been given an incredible privilege to live in this country, and to just throw it away, I can't stomach that. And nor can you, and that's why you're here, and I thank you for being here. So what are we going to do? Everyone's going to talk about cutting the budget. And in my few minutes here, I can't get into all the details, but let me make it very clear what needs to happen. Is that we need to move in the direction of major welfare reform. When I say major, I mean major. Do you realize that since the Revolutionary War, we have spent $6.4 trillion on the wars that America has fought? In 1964, we started a war called the War on Poverty. The liberals wanted to build this great society. Liberals are always trying to build utopia. Do you know how much we spent on the war on poverty? In excess of $16 trillion. And as someone has said, insanity is continuing to do the same thing but expecting a different result. We have impoverished people. We have made people dependent. We have pauperized people with our policies, and that is wrong. That's not loving. So quickly, what I would suggest to you, what we need to do is to transfer quickly welfare, governmental welfare, back to where it ought to be. Where nonprofits, and I've run nonprofits, and churches and extended families meet the needs, and they're able to use tough love where it's needed to really move people out of poverty. I'll tell you what, we need those who are currently dependent on government. We need their energy. Our country was formed with the idea of creating a government that allowed freedom of opportunity. But whenever a government changes that, it becomes a guarantee of results. That government is guaranteed to go bankrupt. Again, we have spent in excess of $16 trillion in means-tested welfare since 1964. What is our federal debt right now, people? It's about the same amount, isn't it? We can't keep going that way. There's a great program started in Grand Rapids, and it's called Urban Social Enterprise, Urban Social Enterprise, and it works. This is a nonprofit effort for us to actually go into the inner city and let the inner city people, it's really a microcosm of our nation, which allows opportunity. We say to the people in the inner city, we're not here to give you a handout. We're here to ask you what are your strategic objectives, and we will serve those. And this thing's going to ultimately and soon be self-sustaining. We need the energy of the people that are now dependent on government. We need them in part to be partnership with us. Don't expect things in Washington to turn all this around. We're going to need all of us together, working together to make this thing happen. We have to mentor people, be good neighbors, give generously to those nonprofits that are doing good things. It's like we're in 1776 again. This is huge what we're facing. We got to do it together. That's why our slogan is Courage Together. This is my dream. My dream is that we do this in Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo and Hillsdale, but Detroit and Flint and Benton Harbor, and that Michigan, the mitten state, the hand, shows the rest of our country how it's to be done, and we bring this nation back from the brink. And I need your help to do it. Thank you so much for letting me be with you.